In July 1877, a quiet town in Illinois witnessed something that modern science still cannot explain. A 13-year-old girl named Lurency Venom began suffering from violent, unexplained seizures. But what started as a terrifying medical illness soon turned into America's very first officially documented case of spiritual possession. When Lurency woke up from her deep, comatose state, the little girl her family knew was completely gone. She looked at her parents with absolute horror, screaming that they were strangers. She claimed her real name was Mary Roff, a young woman from the same town who had died tragically 12 years before Lurency was even born. To understand this terror, we have to look back at the real Mary Roff. Born in 1846, Mary suffered from a mysterious illness that gave her violent fits and terrifying visions. As her condition worsened, she did horrific things to herself, including slicing her own veins to bleed out, and even drinking leached blood during her trances. In 1865, at just 18 years old, Mary Roff died during one of her extreme fits. For 12 long years, the Roff family mourned their daughter, trying to move past the horrific memory of her death. Until
July 1877, when Mary's voice suddenly spoke again through the mouth of a 13-year-old child who had never met her. Lurency refused to stay with her own family. She begged to go home to the Roffs. Out of sheer desperation and curiosity, her parents allowed the Roffs to visit. The moment Asa Roff, Mary's father, walked into the room, Lurency burst into tears, threw her arms around him and cried, "Father, you came for me?" When taken to the Roff residence, Lurency knew every single room. She knew the secret family nicknames, recalled childhood memories from 15 years prior, and easily found long-lost personal items hidden deep in drawers that only the deceased Mary could have known about. For 137 days, Lurency lived as Mary Roff, completely replacing the girl she used to be. Top medical doctors, scientists, and spiritual investigators, including renowned psychologist William James and Dr. E. Winchester Stevens, flocked to Watseka. They tried to prove it was a hoax, but Lurency knew secrets that were impossible for a child to know. Dr. Stevens officially documented the case in his famous book, The Watseka Wonder. Then, on May 21, 1878, the nightmare took a final turn. Mary's spirit, emotional, told the family that Lurency was coming back. Moments later, Lurency collapsed. When she opened her eyes, she was a normal 13-year-old girl again, with zero memory of the last 4 months. Lurency went on to live a normal life, got married, and never suffered a single trance again. Was it a rare case of severe psychological trauma where a child absorbed local folklore? Or did Mary Roff really return from the dead for 137 days?